So what's been happening so far, Tyson?
We almost got a turkey. Then I lost it. Couldn't see through the bushes, so didn't get a really good shot on it, so I decided not to shoot. But it's okay.
Finally, the moment has arrived. It's turkey time 2022. All right, we finally made it. Here we are, April 29th. I got the bear with me. Logan, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna go do? Turkey hunting, he says. And then my nephew Tyson. So we're going up to our spot. Seth's waiting for us. It's gonna be magical. I do have a bit of a situation right now where my wife is currently 37 weeks pregnant, and this one came at 37 weeks. And the other two came at 38. So we are treading into the dangerous waters of potential being 4 hours away from home isn't a good idea category. And I didn't think that this was going to happen. I'll be honest. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to go. Her doctor said it's not likely she would go this weekend. Great. I'm not 100% confident in the way that she described that, but Jennifer said that she feels like I should go. So it's probably a terrible idea, but still excited. Tyson.
Howdy.
Are we ready or what?
Yeah, we got the turkey trip started. We got a little bit late start, but it's all good.
Kept running into things to do.
Time is going back, so we're time traveling, and we're gonna be good.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna go back in time right when we cross that bridge. Grangeville's in Pacific time. Not specific time. It's specifically in Pacific. All right, made it to Ray Bros. Got turkey tags, so I'm ready to go, ready to rock and roll, ready to hit the road, ready to shoot some birds. Logan got some popcorn. Tyson got a sticker, and so we're gonna go try to find some birds.
That's awfully better.
So Seth had suggested we come to this property where I killed my turkey last year, and there are turkeys all over the place. There's like a whole group of toms just strutting out here in the meadow. There's another group over by the fence. I've seen at least 30 turkeys. Tyson's gonna try to use the Reaper decoy and sneak up on this group that's out in the middle of this meadow before they head up to roost. But man, if we can't get on any right now, for sure tomorrow we can just set up right down here where they're all strutting around and try to call them in. So plan is try to sneak up on some. We might have to go up onto the hillside and cut them off, but we're gonna try to make some moves tonight. And then if we, if that doesn't work out, then we know we got tomorrow and we know where they're at. It's too far away. Another day, another dollar. It's 4:30-ish, and Sunrise is 5:22.
Yeah, to be exact.
Yeah, so we obviously ran into some birds last night, and we didn't get there in time to make a play on any of them, like a legit play. By the time we started chasing them, they were all headed to roost. But we know where they're gonna be, and we're gonna go try to get there before they do. Are you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go then.
You are going.
Okay, all right. All right, so our plan now is we're gonna split up. We had groups of turkeys all over the place, and they're all roosted up here on the hillside. And I think when they pitch down, they're gonna come land out in the meadow. Now it's raining. They never came down out of the roost and strutted around or anything. They just gobbled and yelped a lot. And some came down here in this meadow, but they didn't group up and strut around like they were yesterday.
Some of them stayed at roost because it's raining, so they thought they'll get wet.
Yeah, they're all back up in the trees. I just chased the group, climbed all the way up the hill and almost ran into them, but they were way ahead of me. I don't know if this is gonna ruin the hunt for the rest of the day or if they'll actually come out at some point.
And then finally found little Logan bear.
So we took a much needed nap, and the sky has cooperated a little bit.
Oh.
And when I say a little bit, I mean only a little bit, because it's still pretty overcast, but there are patches of blue. It's no longer raining. So hopefully turkeys will want to come out and do their afternoon routine. Honestly, I don't even know if that was the problem, because once we left the property this morning, it was still raining, and we saw turkeys all over the place. We even stopped to make a play on a few of them, but had no success in those efforts. So maybe it's just the turkeys on the property that we're hunting that don't act like turkeys. You know, now it's not raining, so we'll see how they act. All right, so we pulled back into our property, and sure enough, crawling with birds. I'm looking at like 4 strutters right now, and there's a bunch more over off in that other direction. The problem is they're out in the open, so getting to them is the tricky part. But they're out there. There's a lot of them. So what happened, Logan? Why do we hike up this hill?
Because there's turkeys up here. They got tons of turkey feathers.
Yeah, we finding lots of sign up here. By the time we got over to the meadow where they were strutting when we first got to the property, which was 5 minutes later, they weren't in the meadow anymore. They'd already worked up, and it's getting sunset-ish. Still got a couple hours, but I think because it got overcast, they got confused. So now we're up high, and the sun's coming back out. I don't know if they're gonna go back low again, but Anyway, here we are. Okay, so I just got done with the coolest turkey hunt of my whole life. For some reason, my Reaper decoy wasn't holding my camera in the right spot, so I couldn't record it. I snuck up on this group of Jakes, Jake, Tom, whatever, I don't care. And at this point, I gotta get home. My wife's like, 9 months pregnant. Anyway, there's a little group of Jakes, and I saw them up here on this hillside. There's a cow right there for some reason. There's Logan. Snuck up here on this hillside, and I was behind my Reaper, and there's a little Jake just standing there, and he had his head up, and I was able to just pop up over the top, take a shot, knocked him down, and then right when I shot him from behind the bushes, another one popped up and started flying, and I shot that one out of the air. So 2 Jakes, 2 tags filled in 2 seconds. It was really exciting. What do you think, Logan?
It's cool. You got Jakes. I don't care if it's a Jake or a Tom, but it's still cool.
Yep. How big are those beards?
I don't know. I'm looking for this one.
So big you can't even find them.
All right, the man himself did it. Uncle Andy, bring him out. Bring him out. Boom, not 1, but 2.
So I just kind of look over to the side, and there's the Jake standing right there, with his head all up. He knew I was there because I had the strider out. I just kind of positioned behind him, and when he turned his head, turned around, boom, and he drops. And then from behind the bush, one gets up and starts flying away, and I was like, boom, just rolled it out of the sky.
I wanted to surprise my uncle. I didn't tell him. I let him bring his birds in.
Let me believe that I didn't get one. I heard him shoot. We were up there on the mountain. I heard a gun go off. I only heard 1 shot, and I was like, either he nailed one or he couldn't load his gun, and he missed because I only heard the 1 shot. And then
This thing's pretty.
and then we're rolling up, and he's like, all like, hey, good job on your turkeys. And he's got this awesome Tom. Look at that sucker.
Look how big is this beard.
Oh, wow.
People don't understand, bro. I have worked for this. I literally climbed. Look at this. Look at my first bird, baby. These birds didn't want to come in anymore. They didn't want to come in anymore. It's like, screw this, man. Look. I'm gonna outwork them. I may not freaking be the best at calling or understand the strategy, but they're moving up. I just outworked them. First bird, baby, let's go. Look at him. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Let's go. About to the truck. Really wondering where my uncle is. So, hoping they got something down with it, but truck's right there, so. Oh man, I'm excited. All of my freaking dreaming about doing this since I ever came hunting. I told myself when I was freaking hiking up that mountain after they got away from me, no matter what, I was killing a bird. Either I was getting to the top of that freaking mountain finding a roost, or I was killing a bird. Got my first turkey. I'm pretty stoked. Uncle Andy, bring him out. Bring him out.
Logie Bear,
What?
how'd you like the hunt, dude?
Good.
Yeah. What was your favorite part?
Shooting turkey part.
Okay. How was your hunt, Tyson?
It was good. I finally got my first bird down after 6 years. It's been 6 years since I started turkey hunting. I've only been out twice, but it's just like, it's something that I always wanted to do. Really, it was just the number one thing that I've always been chasing. It seemed like it was just never going to happen, and worked my tail off and finally made it happen. So my favorite part was coming out with my Uncle Andy and Logie Bear and just spend time with the family, but also finally get my first turkey.
Yeah. Honestly, even though the birds weren't cooperating, it was already fun. Like, we were already like seeing a lot of birds,
Oh, yeah.
hearing a lot of gobbles. They were like, man, I knew at that property they could spot the truck because they were all milling about out in the pasture when we showed up, and they were flying off the mountainside into the pasture in order to like do their evening routine. And the second we step out of the truck, they all start working back up the mountain. And we were just like, screw it, I guess we're going up the mountain.
We're going on turkey hunt.
Logan and I went around to this little pasture part that was further away where the turkeys weren't. We didn't know if they were working up because we couldn't see them. But by the time they got there, they were gone. They weren't even there. They'd already gone up the mountain. And I asked Logan, I said, oh great, what do you think we should do? What'd you say, Logan?
Go up to the mountain.
Logan's all, I guess we got to go up the mountain. And I was like, that's my boy. Put his hiking shoes on, and we hiked, and we found success.